Ah, all right, here we go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Caffeine and Sensu Beans podcast. I am joined by the one and only Chiwin. Chiwin, how are you, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Feel feel pretty alive right now. So
That's good. I'm glad to
it's
hear that. You
yeah,
look
dude. You know,
alive, dude.
we gotta yeah, dude. I'm just telling you, it's just a whole different element right now. But I also just like we just got a dryer and washer, so it was a
Ooh,
hype to get it up the stairs. But you
dude.
know, it's probably the heaviest thing that I've lifted in the last couple of months for
That
sure.
yeah,
Like
dude. Nah,
I haven't been
wash.
going to the gym, just like
Mhm.
just been sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing many times. So
Dude,
it's
you had
just
to bring that thing up the stairs.
yeah.
Jeez. By
So
yourself or
it
on your back?
no, I had yeah, my bag, yeah. Krilling it.
Yeah.
No, I had my friend help me out,
Oh, okay.
so that was helpful. But it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've done any lifting like that. So
Those
hopefully my
motherfuckers
body
are
doesn't.
heavy, dude.
Yeah, hopefully they don't. Hopefully nothing happens with my back. But
Right? Wake up tomorrow
you
all
know,
messed up.
yeah. And then we had to bring it down from a 4-story like place, so we had to
Oh
bring it down
my
four,
God,
four, four
dude.
floors. So that was fun.
Jeez,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. So,
Well,
so
I
I feel pretty
mean,
good right now. My energy is pretty up right now,
I see
considering
it,
the fact that I
dude.
just did
I
that.
feel like you got a different vibe going on. I see it, dude. I see it in your eyes.
Yeah, dude. How
Uh,
about you? How are you?
I'm good. I just got off of work not too long ago. I actually left early today. I think I left
There
at
you
like
go.
5:30,
Yeah.
5:20.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I'm gonna get here a little early, so I stopped by Jamba Juice, grabbed me a little something, and
Mm-hmm.
came right here.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I feel good. I can't complain. You know, just business as usual.
Yeah,
Looking,
of
looking,
course.
right before this, I was like, looking at like stocks to invest in and things like that. I don't know if
Uh-huh.
you invest, um,
Just
but
through my 401k, but it's like it's very minimal.
yeah, well,
And then I do the thing on my app, the Acorn stuff. But I don't know, man. I feel like I'm being scammed, but I don't know.
I
I
mean,
I want to.
okay, I would
I
definitely
want to know more.
recommend it. I mean,
Yeah, I want to know more.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you ever want to have a conversation, I'd be more than happy to help. But yeah, yeah, I've invested a little bit, and I was just looking at like a few things like Tesla and all of that right before this
Mhm.
started. So we'll see, man. We'll see how 2021 goes. You
Oh,
know.
so you've invested already
Oh yeah,
some of
yeah.
your
I've
money,
put some money in.
and
Um,
how's it looking?
Good. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's good. I'll talk about numbers maybe off when we get
Of
off the
course,
air.
of course. Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
tell you when
yeah,
we
yeah,
get off
yeah,
the air. But
yeah.
yeah, it's been good. It's been good. I especially like last year in March when this whole thing went down, I was like, oh, okay, I gotta pounce. So I got in. But I
Hmm.
mean, you know what, dude? It's never a bad time to invest, because the over time, like the market goes up. So yeah, okay, maybe we'll go through a bad spell and for like a year, but in
Uh-huh.
5 years, it always trends up. So you can never. It would be wrong not to invest. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There you go. For
um,
all our listeners, if you
for
have the
sure,
ability to invest, this
invest,
is
even if
where.
it's just like 5%, 3% of your paycheck. Like,
Mhm.
put it in a fund, put it in the market, because it's better to have like $1,000 in the market than have $1,000 in your checkings account. It's not doing anything for you. So
Mhm.
yeah, hey, if we ever have I don't know if we'll ever have that, but hey, you never know, dude. Definitely though, definitely invest. um
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, hey, man, that's what we're all about around here. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
so for us to get better, always try to move up, and so you and your family, if you're a listener, what I'm saying, so that you don't have to rely on other people, but you get to a point where we could be self-sufficient and we don't
yeah,
have to rely
exactly.
on on people having to pay us. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
that's the goal. You know what I'm saying? Ownership, for us to own stuff, for us to have stuff,
Yeah. And
and that's our stuff.
rely on yourself, you know what I'm saying? And like
Hmm.
have your money
That's dope,
work.
man.
Yeah.
I'm happy that as well. Yeah, we're definitely gonna talk about that offline.
Yeah, we'll for sure. We'll do that for sure. But other than that, dude, registries are coming along. Dude, you guys didn't put one together, did you? You
No,
guys are
not
just like,
yet.
we got all of
I don't think we are, dude. It's just, well, you get a lot of stuff that is just like we're still using a lot of stuff for our first baby, so
right,
just
that's what I was gonna say.
we're very blessed that it's we still have all that stuff. And we've been able to get a lot of stuff too. So
That's right, dude. Because the way, since it is kind of like a back to back, there wasn't that period where maybe you would have given stuff away that you would need now, right? Like you pretty much have all that stuff, which is
correct.
yeah, that's big, dude. Dang.
Hmm.
That's tight, man. Well, shoot, you're like about what, a month and a half away.
We're about a month and a half out. Yep.
So that's exciting, man, dude. Some COVID. I mean, that's one of
COVID
the things COVID
babies.
brought. Yeah,
Babies.
brought babies, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's good. I think that's good. I see. What do you got there? I see you got some there, dude.
I got a Coke Zero.
Oh, okay. Still
Yeah, that's what I
okay.
got.
Okay. I respect the
Yeah.
Coke Zero. It looked like a little something harder. I was like, okay.
No, no, no. I told you, man, I'm quitting. I'm quitting,
Oh,
man. I'm
that's
quitting.
right, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'm retiring from drinking. So
I respect, dude. That's an admirable thing to do, for sure.
yeah,
So when we go out now, it's gonna be what, like just water and soda maybe.
probably yeah,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah.
Well,
Or a
like us.
non-alcoholic beer. Yeah,
There you go.
non-alcoholic beers. They're pretty good. I
Hey,
actually
well,
found one that was pretty good. An amber. I really like amber beers, and
okay.
yeah, I found like an amber non-alcoholic beer, which is pretty good. So
Shit, dude. Well, you'll have to pass it on to me. I know nothing about non-alcoholic beers. I mean, I've seen like one or two before, but I never ever went down that path. So big ups to
there's
you,
this
man.
really cool. There's this really. I mean, because I love mineral water, and there's this
Shit.
IPA. If you know
Mm-hmm.
anything about beers, IPA
Mm-hmm.
made like a hoppy like water, like a hoppy sparkling water.
Oh, okay.
So
That's you
they hit
right
it out
there.
the park with that one.
Right in
That's
your
me. It
wheelhouse.
just hit
Yeah.
because you get the hoppiness of the beer, but you
Yep.
get the just mineral water taste. It's good, man.
Damn, dude.
Just
I
they hit
can't
it out
do,
of the park with that
honestly.
one.
Hey, I don't know how you do it. I can't do mineral water, dude. That stuff, that stuff is not for me. I respect it, but definitely like when it comes to like IPAs, I like that. I like the hoppy type of beer. So maybe
Mhm.
maybe I give that a taste. We'll see how it goes. Let me
Maybe,
know.
yeah,
Let me know which one it is so I could
yeah. I'll let you know.
all right. Um shoot, dude. The legendary Super Saiyan. Broly. What are we thinking?
Oh, yeah. I think we're having technical
Oh, okay.
difficulties.
Nah, you're back. You're
Hold
back.
on, man. You cut out right there. I can't hear you.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, it
Oh,
was me.
no, no,
I
no. I think
couldn't
it
hear you, or maybe it is
oh,
me. I don't.
nah. I think it's
It's one of
yeah. It's one of us. It's one of us. It's all good. I'll edit this. Oh shit, dude. That's probably me, dude. What the fuck?
Yo. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me. You
Now
keep
I can
cutting
hear
out on
you.
mine.
It's this bullshit internet connection. What the fuck? It's fucking bullshit, dude. Oh, I know why. I bet you it's cuz my mom and dad I'll edit all this shit.
Okay.
Um cuz my mom and dad dude, okay. I think we're good now. They're watching fucking I don't even know his name, bro, but he just like he does a Facebook live stream every day from like
Okay.
6 to 8 p.m. and it's all
Mhm.
about like El Salvador politics
There you
and
go.
they just like listen to him, dude, and like I'm like,
They love it. Your
bruh,
dad is always in there, in the trenches, just going at people. He's just like going out there, just calling them hella
dude,
dumb.
too
He goes
much,
in.
dude. Like I'm
He
like, dude,
goes in.
like bro, I mean, it's cool. You fuck with Bukele, but it's like, dog, I mean, I don't know. I feel it's too much, but dude, it's literally like he's got one screen. He's like going through Twitter to see like what they're saying about Bukele. If he sees someone that's like saying something just not even insulting, like doesn't agree with something that he said or did, he
He
goes
goes in.
going in.
Yeah, goes in. He goes
I'm
in.
like,
Yeah,
wow. But
yeah,
whatever.
your dad goes in. I've seen the comments. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
we're in
dude.
here. We're in the trenches.
I don't, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But yeah, definitely. That's what I think it is. I think they're live stream. Dude, it's the worst when I'm playing FIFA. Oh my god. And I'm just like, really? We're gonna be watching this guy again, and I'm playing FIFA. But it is what it is, right? What are you gonna do? Um, but shit, man, where were we? I was about to say, uh, we know what we watched. We know
Yeah,
exactly what we watched. We watched
we were.
Dragon Ball Z, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly.
There you go.
All right, give me give me one word, bro.
I would have to say I'm gonna go with hollow.
Hollow. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, hmm. I'm gonna have to go with shoot. This one's tough, dude. I mean, I already see where you're going with it with the whole hollow. Oh, I'll go Kakarot.
Okay.
Okay. Now, go ahead and
Okay.
does this? I already could tell by your one word answer. But
Uh-huh.
did this movie pass the vibe check?
The vibes. Well, look, man. I feel like every week you're like, I think I know where you're going, and I don't know if I always go the way that you think that I go.
I know where you're
Um,
going, bro. I'll tell it to you
you
right now. Okay, this is exactly
what?
what you're gonna go in. You're gonna go in on
What?
Broly's character. All right, now go ahead. I'll leave
Well,
it to
yeah,
you.
I think so. So hollow. Yes, it is. It is Broly's character. It is very hollow. Uh, but it's surprisingly, it's just him that's hollow.
Right,
I I actually think that everything around him is actually pretty deep. It's just that himself as a character was pretty hollow,
right.
and that is what. So that to me that it becomes kind of a hollow film to
Because
me
it's
because
surrounded.
it's
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 about
surrounded around him
yeah.
and he's pretty hollow as a character.
Mhm.
So that's kind of what my take is from Broly. At least my one word description.
Yep. And that's actually kind of where I was going with it, because that's why I said Kakarot, because that's what he was saying like at the beginning, when he sees Goku for the first time and he's like Kakarot, Kakarot,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right?
Uh huh.
And I'm like, dude, is this dude all right? Um, and like you said, it felt like everything around it was solid. I was like, okay, they have something here. Um,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
then what the hell? Like, why does Broly hate Goku? Like, is it just because
Uh
he
huh.
was crying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Uh huh.
dude, we could have done way more with that. Literally, if you fix that one thing, this movie I think would have been a great movie, like a smash. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but they kind of fell flat with that, But uh, that part, there were actually pieces of Broly that was like, oh, okay, okay, I see you. You got a little swag to you. When
Mm-hmm.
when when uh when he's like, fully in like full Broly mode, he's already unshackled, and uh, what is it that Goku says? Oh, he says, "Hey, how about a handicap?" And then Broly says, "What does that mean? A coffin?" And I was like, "Okay, I
Yeah.
see you, Broly. I see you." Uh,
Yeah.
but I was I mean, yeah, I felt like they kind of fell flat with Broly a little bit. Like that backstory, which is not it right there. As far as like
Yeah.
him and Goku,
Mm-hmm.
saying,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
were you feeling Paragus?
Paragus, I liked them. You know what it reminded me of as I was watching it, something I wrote down in my notes is that it really reminds me of wrestling. I mean, I used to watch wrestling a lot, and one of my favorite wrestlers was Brock Lesnar.
Hmm.
And there was this. I remember that there was this part. There was this section when Brock Lesnar first had came out, and I don't know if you know who Brock Lesnar is, but I know he was a
I
UFC
know
fighter
who it
too.
is.
So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So there was when they first introduced Brock Lesnar, they tried to have him speak, and then they
Uh-huh.
realized that like his voice
Yeah,
wasn't like
he's just
really menacing.
right.
His voice was didn't match what the hell just came
He
out of
looked
his like
like.
what his body looks. Yeah.
Right.
So what they did, but they knew that they had something. So what they did was they attached a mouthpiece, which was Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman
Ah.
was the one that would just talk and like get in people's faces, and then he would run away as a coward and like let Brock Lesnar just come in and just destroy the opponent, right? And so
Dude,
that's kind of what it reminds me of with Barrigus, or what is his name?
Paragus,
Yeah,
yeah.
Barrigus, right? Yeah,
Paragus.
Barrigus. Paragus. Yeah, he's kind of like that. He's kind of like the mouthpiece. He's kind of like the brains behind the operation, and
Hmm.
Broly's kind of the muscle. So
Yep.
I liked Barrigus actually, or Paragus. I
Hmm.
thought he was pretty cool. I thought he had a pretty cool intro,
Uh-huh.
and his like like his methodical plan, and like he had kind of like a setup and stuff.
Hmm.
So I liked him. I thought he was pretty cool.
For
I
reals.
thought he was a good mouthpiece. There were some parts where I felt like they were a little too obvious with trying to explain stuff.
Mm.
Like they would stop and then they would like he would explain like what
Mm.
their rationale was,
Hmm.
as opposed to just showing us, you know. So
Hmm.
he was kind of just like, yo, at this point, you know, you left my baby and blah blah blah, and that's
Hmm.
so in that I think that was a little bit I didn't really like, but he was cool. He was cool for me.
Yeah, I agree. I actually think, my personal opinion, I think he's the best character in this movie.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because I was just like, all right, this dude, he's the ultimate. All right, this is the ultimate Yajirobe. This is Yajirobe in his final form, dude. This is this is Jocko in his final form. This is Oolong and at their peak. You feel me? Like, you don't see this man throw down one time. All right.
Survivalist, yeah.
Yes, he is. Yes, sir. When he pulls
Yeah.
up to Vegeta and he's like, and he's super subservient, like, and he's feeding Vegeta's ego. Like, he knows exactly that Vegeta's gonna love hearing this.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he's just telling him, like, obviously Vegeta's royalty. We have a planet for you. He's been like setting this up, but this is all just part of his plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he takes on
Mm-hmm.
multiple different forms in the movie. So at first he's like subservient. He like bows down. He kneels to Vegeta. In the middle part, he's that father. He cares for Broly and
Mm-hmm.
like trying to do it for him and his son. You know what I'm saying? And he wants revenge because of the way they treated him and his son. They wanted to exile him. Well, they wanted to execute Broly, and he wanted vengeance. Like, that's what he was craving for. And then at the end, he doesn't even care about Broly in reality. He's out for himself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and so he takes on these different forms. And like you said, he's playing every card he's dealt. Like, he's that mastermind. And so that's why I was feeling it. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, they tried to they went a little overboard with the explaining, especially like when they show that. Well, one thing I need to have answered, I'll get into this in a little bit. What I was gonna finish saying is, when they show him and Broly, like, in that decrepit like state after they got annihilated by the Saiyans and they were
Uh,
left to die. They're like, all right, we get it. Like, we see here that you guys were left to die. But the one thing I didn't understand was, dude, it looked like Broly. If you remember when uh Paragus is explaining, when that one Saiyan lifts Broly and he takes out a sword, dude, it looks like he
yeah, yeah,
stabs him completely. Like, I'm like, hold up, bro. Like, how are we not gonna how's this man gonna live? That baby gonna live? this? They didn't even explain it. He didn't even have a stab wound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
But
it was just yeah, we're just gonna keep going.
yeah, for real, whatever. We're just
Mhm.
gonna keep it going. Um, but yeah, dude, I was feeling Paragus, bro. I felt like he just brought a because Broly, while like I said, there were moments of spice. Um, he was by and large like just a big burly, like just monster strong dude, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
no strategy in his game, and that's what Paragus was, all strategy. And it's a that's a great uh comparison you had there, man. It's a great comparison. What
Yeah,
else do
you
you have
know,
on your notes, bro? Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
he's you know, and I like that dynamic. I actually really enjoyed that dynamic between both of them. I think the only thing that I wish for in their relationship would have been Broly a little bit more charismatic. I think when I liked Broly the most was when he was like that in between phase between him being rageful and then him fully being charged.
Mm-hmm.
I personally didn't really like the fully charged Broly, like when
Mm-hmm.
he's actually Super Saiyan. I kind of like the pre, like where he's not Super Saiyan. He's just kind of like he kind of looks almost like a red hair type of purple hairish type
Right,
of
right,
a
right,
character. I kind of liked him in that, like that rage, like where he's in that rage mode where he's
right.
just getting amped up, he's just getting
In
mad,
that
and I
middle
kind of like
part,
that.
almost like yeah.
Yeah, so I like the I liked Broly in that way. It's unfortunate because I feel like they didn't really flesh out their relationship. It was just kind of like the relationship between Paragus and trying to take over, you know, or trying to kill Vegeta and trying to kill blah blah blah. But they never really got into like why does he turn on his son and like what is that? Like I understand it,
Right.
like I understand it, but I also don't understand it. Like, what
Mm-hmm.
makes you? Is it just because you can't control him? And then, if
Mm.
that's the case, then how have you maintained that relationship for so long, and then you wait until now to like do it? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it was kind of
Came out of nowhere type of
interesting
thing.
piece. Yeah, it kind of came out of nowhere. So, but as an antagonist, I got to give it to him. I mean, I liked him. I thought he was solid as an antagonist. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
probably one of the better antagonists that I've seen. I didn't think that I was gonna like him as much as I did.
Yeah, me
Um,
neither.
yeah.
Uh,
So I think they play off of each other. I think that that's kind of what makes the film kind of work, which is if you didn't have Paragus, you wouldn't have anything here. But
mm,
if but he adds
yeah.
a layer to it that I think is really nice, the vengeful part there. But I think that that's where it misses though, because it's like we understand why Paragus is doing it, but we don't understand why Broly's doing it.
Right, because
Other than he's just mad at
exactly.
Goku
Like
for crying, how you said.
exactly. Like we know, like you said, exactly. We know why Paragus wants to enact revenge against Vegeta. Like and I like that they show that he's carried that pain with him um since he's existed. You know what I'm or since he got uh left for dead by King Vegeta. And I mean, we gotta say, dude, King Vegeta, every time that man makes an
It
appearance on
shows
the
up.
screen, all right, it's just a 0 out of 10. That man has drawn zeros out of 10 every single time, bro. He's a coward, dog. He's
Yeah.
literally a coward. Like this fool's gonna kill a baby, dude. Like because he's intimidated. Uh, this fool is, and like I said, man has dropped the ball every time he shows up on screen. You know, but
Every time he gets an opportunity, he misses it.
he does,
He
bro. He
miss,
blows it.
he blows it every time.
You
And the thing that kind of baffles me is like, well, how the hell did Vegeta come out of you? Like,
yeah,
I don't
right.
understand where the hell did
The
Vegeta learn
mom
this?
must have been
Like,
insane then.
yeah, the mom must have just been crazy. Which I'm like, I also want to wonder who the hell Broly's mom is
Right,
because he's so
exactly.
mad
Because
and
I
like,
mean, a Paragus, like Broly's looking kind of different than you, dude.
yeah,
Like
a little
that
bit.
man is huge. I mean, the way
Yeah.
they even made him look like he is just a gigantic. Did you see when they showed him and Goku? Like and the dude
Yeah,
is
he's
literally.
huge.
I'm like, bro,
Humongous.
like,
Humongous.
and like Paragus is like Vegeta's height, dude. And
Yeah.
like, how big is
Yeah, I
Broly's
guess you
mom?
never really notice how small Vegeta is until you
Right.
do the comparison. And then it's like,
Hmm.
oh, Vegeta is like really tiny.
He's tiny. Yeah, I think his height's actually like 5'5". Um,
Yeah.
hey, dude, hold up. I now want you to get to your notes. I know it looks like you took a lot of copious notes, but if there's one character that I was feeling, like I said, it was Paragus. But if there was one who was just shat on in this
Oh
freaking
Lord.
movie, dude. All right. If there
Is it
was
my
one that
guy?
was just
Is it my guy?
it is your guy, bro. If there was
Oh
one dude that
Lord.
got destroyed, it's Vegeta. But I'll give it to him. I'll say this.
Oh, okay. I
He
thought you were gonna
was
say
he
Piccolo.
oh no no no. He was
Really?
Vegeta.
I liked Vegeta in this
Right.
film.
He was interesting, but you're right. He was interesting, but this was like the most cowardice Vegeta I've ever seen. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
it's good in a way for the movie because it puts into context how strong Broly is. Like, damn, if Vegeta's scared of this dude, he's never scared of anyone. But
Hmm.
dang, the 180 that happened from the beginning of the movie where Vegeta he's feeling himself. He's in his high
Yeah,
horse.
he's like, show me where he is.
Show me where he's at, and all these fools bow to me, right? And
Yeah.
then
He's loving it. He's loving it.
yeah, dude, the complete 180 when he's just like, we're gonna die, we're gonna die, dude. Literally flipped to a Krillin 2.0. That's what I'm gonna call him, dude. At least for the second half. Um, but that's how I felt about Vegeta. I was like, damn, dude,
I
interesting
but
though.
I liked it. I liked him though. I liked him. It reminded me of him in the Beerus movie where he also had a similar
Yeah, that's true.
a similar like characteristic in the film. And I like him doing that because when he finally turns on the switch, it's much more enjoyable that way. As
Hmm.
opposed to him just coming in and just fighting and just trying to be a badass. And here he actually had a an internal like I thought it was interesting because I'm thinking about it now and I'm like, wow, they actually did pay attention to his progression throughout the film because in the beginning he starts off with those almost like this hubris of like, nobody can touch me, nobody can like, I'm about to just show me where he's at and
Right.
I'm gonna show him and I'm gonna show him, I'm gonna show my new goons, my new planet. This
Who
is who their
Vegeta
prince
really
is.
is.
Yeah, who the real King Vegeta is, and
Right.
and I love that because he's coming in with this like almost like this overconfidence, and then he he gets really humbled, and he has to like really sit with that emotion that this could be it right here, and he can't do anything about it even if he tries, and I know that that doesn't go with you in your view or like your world view, right?
Mhm.
But I think it's important when you have to realize that shit. This
This may
looks
be
like
it,
this is
right?
it.
Like this.
This may
Yeah.
be it. This looks unsurmountable, and
Hmm.
and you have to go through those process. You have to go through that process where like you have to admit that like this may not be done,
Right.
and but then when you finally realize that, you know what, there's a little bit of hope, and
Right.
I'm gonna try now. I'm gonna try because now I've seen that like I have to do something. I can't just stay still and do
Mm.
nothing. And
Mm.
so you have to turn on the switch. So I like that. And even when him giving the power to Goku, while it was a little long-winded, I'll give you that. It was a
Right.
little long-winded
Uh,
for him to do that. Uh it was this piece that I liked of like you're less than me. Why should I
mm.
give you my
Hmm.
power? Why? And it's such a philosophical question of like you're inferior to me. I don't understand why this is
Right.
happening. Why
Right.
are you
Right. Right.
stronger
Right.
than me? I don't get it. I don't get it. And I don't want to give you my power,
For
but I
sure.
have to in order to survive. So I
Mm.
I thought his progression throughout the film was solid. So I really but then again, I'm a Vegeta guy, so that's my guy, and I liked it. But I can see why you wouldn't like it though, because
No.
it was a lot of like whining and complaining
Hmm. But
and
it
that,
was like it. No, I found it interesting, and I'm like, damn, this is it could also only work with Vegeta. I think like if you threw Krillin in there, if you threw Gohan, we'd just be annoyed, or Krillin would just be like another thing. I just was surprised at how cowardice they made Vegeta look like.
Hmm.
But what I will say is this, like it's such a it's so um like interesting the way he goes from at the beginning, kind of towards the beginning, he's at the top. No one can touch him. That's how he feels. And by the end of the
That's the way.
movie,
That's the way the film even like portrays it too. He like if you pay attention to the shots, he's like above people. Like
right? I didn't even
he's in that
realize that.
castle. He's
Mm-hmm.
like above people. Like people are bowing to him. Like
Uh-huh.
he even almost seems a little taller, right? Like they even
Mhm.
play that up of like he's big. He's big now. He's a big character now.
Right. And I feel like there's layers to this, and I'll get to those in a little bit. But then at the end, like at the end, it's the complete opposite. It's been flipped, reversed on his head. He's on the bottom. He feels less than less. Like he's he's succumbing to everything around him, or to Broly, really. But with Vegeta, it was interesting. Like you said, he was all high and mighty. You know, every shot that you see, or a lot of shots you see, they make him look taller than he is. You know, like you said, he's got his castle. He has a world called New Vegeta,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not real. None of it is real. You know what I'm saying? That's where there's
Yeah.
like that deeper layer. Like it was all in his head. It wasn't. It was all technically in his head. Uh, there was nothing there, and but he was so blinded by his own ego. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Mm-hmm.
one, he was so easy to fool, and two, he was so naive to like not see that it wasn't real. He was being used. That this was all part of Paragus's plan. I mean,
Yeah.
and I like that. And I'm kind of segueing a little bit. I like where Trunks comes into play there because, uh, he kind of fades out through the movie, and he really only shows up in spots. But he's kind of the one telling like Vegeta, "Hey, I'm not feeling this. Like, there's like, dude, this isn't right. All right." And then
Mm-hmm.
he
Mm-hmm.
goes off out of his own way to like go talk to the work, like the commoners, really. You know what I'm saying? Like the slaves.
Yeah.
They had slaves, right? And he goes to talk to
Mm-hmm.
them.
The
He's like,
oppressed people.
hey, what's going on here? What's like really happening? Are you guys working, or is this something else? You know what I'm saying? Like, and he tells them like, oh, nah, they destroyed our planet. Like this, yeah, they destroyed our planet, and they have us working. I mean, they're slaves, right? And so he went to go gather that intel on his own. And so he had that role to play, like that messenger, not messenger role, but like it was like a detective. I liked it, you know what I'm saying? And Gohan and Krillin, yeah, they tagged along, but I like that you saw Trunks be able to deviate from what his dad's doing. His dad's caught up, he's loving it. He's just getting all the praise, the adulation. He loves it. And
Mm-hmm.
he almost doesn't want to hear Trunks at all, like, because I'm sure there may even be, this is me reaching, maybe a piece
Mm-hmm.
where Vegeta thinks this may not be real, like this is too good to be true,
Mm-hmm.
but he's yearned for this for so long, he doesn't even want to like entertain that piece. So
Mm-hmm.
he tells Trunks to just shut up, and that's I like how Trunks kind of picked his spots. Like towards the end in the fighting, he wasn't much of an asset, but everything else I thought he was solid.
Yeah, actually, now that you're saying that, it really. I mean, I was actually going to say I didn't really understand why Trunks or Gohan or Krillin were there. I thought they were liabilities in the fighting. But
And the fighting, yeah.
now that I'm thinking about structure wise and telling a story, what I now that you're saying that, it really, I mean, it reminds me a lot of Shakespeare. And there's this concept in Shakespeare of dramatic irony where the reader or like the audience knows something that the main character or a
Mm.
character doesn't know, but you see
Oh.
it unfold and other characters are trying to tell him like, hey, or tell her, this is what's going on. This was
Right.
going on, but the character is so much in their head, and there's so much irony there of the fact that like he's trying to do this thing that he, I think deep down knows that he can't do. Even if he were to face the legendary Super Saiyan, he
Right.
wouldn't do shit.
Right.
Like
He get
he knows
destroyed.
he
He
would get
knows.
destroyed.
Right.
He knows that, but it doesn't he doesn't come to that on his own until later in the film, and that's why I like his progression of like, that's why I like the cowarding, and I like that piece where he's not fighting for much of the film until the very end.
Hmm.
um and he's just really struggling with coming, you know,
To
to
terms with
front with the truth,
right. And I think
and that's the truth. And I mean, we might see Vegeta engage with this truth for the rest of our lives in this anime, that he's never going to be stronger than Goku. But
mhm,
like here, I like the way they played it out. That he had to confront that truth, and he had to humble himself, and that Broly is just such a beast that like he has to humble himself, because Broly is gonna destroy him
right.
regardless of what stage he's at. Broly's just a beast that only Goku really can handle him, and
Hmm.
even then, Goku needs help,
Barely. Right. And
and
I
that's what makes them different.
right.
Goku asks for help, or he
Mm,
engages with help.
hmm.
Vegeta, on the other hand, doesn't want help.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
He even told Goku like, "What are you doing here?"
Right. Right. Yeah, nah, you're right. I didn't know that about Shakespeare, that dramatic irony. That's really interesting because that is exactly Vegeta. Like his surroundings are telling him, yo, this is not right. This ain't like we gotta do something, like we gotta dip or something. But he doesn't want to entertain that. That's he feels now like he is back where he belongs and he's gonna revel in it. And uh you know, he's okay with like not facing the truth, and living in that lie. And I will say this with Vegeta, like at the end, you're right. Him cowarding is the most relatable a Saiyan could be, because like the reality is we wouldn't be like, all right, let's go. And we'd be like, all right, bro, like
Yeah,
hold
like
up.
Goku.
Right. Like no one's gonna charge in and be like, all right, no, all right, if we can not fight this guy, that would be ideal, because this dude is about
Yeah.
to fuck us up. Um, and Vegeta is like, oh, we're about to get destroyed. So you're right. Like it is very normal to experience fear. And I also like that he at the end says, "Nah, fuck it, I'm going in." That is also very relatable. Like, dude, everyone gets scared, and it's just, but some go for it. You know what I'm saying? They still go. Like, yeah, you're crapping your pants, but nah, you still go for it, knowing that you may fail, right? But you still go for it, and that was very relatable. He still went for it at the end. Um, you know, so I was just like, I was just shocked at how they made this Vegeta. I never, like, you're right. I wasn't thinking about this in Battle of Gods. This was present. Um, Vegeta's character being like this. But at the time of watching this, I'm just like, because I was really in the movie. I was like, this movie is good. It's got a good story here. I was like,
Hmm.
dang, I never seen Vegeta like this. To go from I'm the I'm royalty in this. I'm the Prince of the Saiyans, really the king now. To
Hmm.
going to, dude, I don't know what I'm doing here. We're gonna die. Someone help us. Um, but nah, his character was certainly interesting. Certainly interesting. Um,
Yeah, and I think that like irony that Vegeta is experiencing is what helps anticipate and build anticipation and anxiety in the viewer to see what the hell is Broly about to become, because we don't know anything. And if I compare it to the gods of whatever the hell it's called, Battle of
Destruction.
Gods, yeah, Gods of Destruction, like it, they tried to do the same thing, and I don't think that it paid off. In this film, I actually think that it paid off, because the anticipation was so great that by the time that we finally get to see Broly, we're like, whoa, at least me, I'm like, whoa, this dude,
That was a
This was a
bad
beast.
man.
Like there's literally like for the whole fight sequence, like, it was literally nothing was hurting him.
Right,
Like not
exactly.
like they anything that this guy was throwing out Kamehamehas. I mean,
He's just
Piccolo
eating them
gets
for breakfast.
annihilated, Trunks gets
Mhm.
annihilated, Gohan gets annihilated, everybody gets annihilated, and it's only like those last like 5-10 minutes of the film where they finally get to do something. And even then, it's like very small, but I like that because it builds anticipation. It builds up the character of Broly.
Right.
Now, whether Broly is a charismatic guy, that's the other problem
If he has a great
of the film.
backstory,
Right? Can he handle the anticipation? It almost feels like you're building something up, and then you're like, I don't know if the other person can handle
mm, he
the
won't live up
like
to
you're
it.
gonna have to perform now.
Mhm.
You're gonna have to
Mhm.
turn it on, buddy.
Right.
You have to turn on the show. And I
Mhm.
don't think that
'Cause
Broly was able to do that. Maybe it was too much anticipation.
it could be. I mean, and they didn't do themselves any favors with that backstory. Because I mean, I think if they had a backstory where it allowed for him to have more actual rage towards Goku, I could see like um I could see why he would be so, I don't know, so evil towards him. But and I mean he's just evil in general, but I'll say
Well,
this
shit.
about bro.
If he just had some lines, dog. Like this man didn't have lines. Like
Yeah, no,
they
he didn't
skipped
talk
this
at
man's
all.
lines.
Oh, for
He
sure.
didn't talk. The only thing he said was Kakarot. That's the only thing he said.
Well, yeah, and he started talking a little bit like towards the end, when he's in battle, which is like, I don't know, not the best time for dialogue. But
Yeah,
I'll say this, um, Broly, in terms of a power level, he definitely lived up to the hype. Now, could he carry the movie on his own? No. That's why they
no
need
way,
Paragus on there.
no way.
I'm
Yep.
saying
Mhm.
they need other elements. But as far as like, okay, he's a Saiyan, Super Saiyan like Goku, Trunks, Vegeta, Gohan, but this is another level. Like this dude is not. This is not the same thing here, right? And I like that
Mhm.
there was that distinction. Um, but yeah, man, I feel like damn for him to be the main character and the main antagonist and have his name in the title of the movie, I just felt like they could have done more with him. You know what I'm saying?
For
Like
sure. For sure. His motivation just wasn't there. It's
exactly.
unfortunate, really, because
Mhm.
they could have. They had a really solid story, in my opinion, and
Yep.
they could have definitely added just some another layer to him as to why he hates Goku, and that could have just done, could have sufficed. But I
And
think, I think he looks good. He looks great.
yeah,
I
they did
thought the way he looks,
aesthetically
the way they animated him, yeah, aesthetically, he looks tight. I liked it. I
A1.
liked the
Yep.
way he looked pre-form. I liked the
Mhm.
way after form. Like he was a solid looking character. It was just
Mhm.
that character depth
It's just
that was missing for me.
non-existent.
hmm
But I was
What you
gonna
think
say
about the squad?
the squad. Okay, so Paragus and Broly's or
N- Nah,
uh
the Goku squad and
oh
Vegeta squad.
shit, dude. Okay. I gotta say,
So I know you like Trunks. What you think about Gohan and Piccolo and Krillin
okay, so hold up really
and my
quick.
boy Master Roshi?
I'm gonna go into
Matt?
Piccolo right now. Okay.
Okay. I feel like
Um,
every movie
we
so
go
far,
into
as of
Piccolo
late, we have a segment for Piccolo.
for
Oh
sure.
Lord,
Dude, hey, hold up.
this is the Piccolo segment.
Piccolo, hey, no, hold up. Piccolo had no business being in this movie, bro. All right.
No business
Not only is he
whatsoever.
way out of his depth by this point, like, dog, you're not an asset. And dude, when I saw that Gohan was like, about to get annihilated,
Yeah.
and Broly goes after him, shoots a beam at him, and this was about to get done. And of course, like a blast intercepts it. I'm like, hey, dude, this better not be
How
Piccolo, bro.
many times? How
I'm like,
many times
this
are we
better
gonna see
not be
this scene?
Piccolo. Yeah, dude. And then they try to make it look sick, like he's up on the tip of a building, and
Yeah.
the cape is covering him, like we don't know who it is. I'm like, nah. All right, bro. We know exactly
Who's
who
this
it is.
mysterious
Yeah.
character? Yeah.
Oh shit, who's behind that cape? And And I'm like, hey, yo, hey, Piccolo, bro, I appreciate that you're here, but how do I say this? Like, you're not an asset, bro. Like at this
Yeah,
point
dog.
in time, I understand Lord Slug, we need you, right? Cooler, we need you. Here, you kind of got left behind. You better be rolling with like
You're the
Krillin.
sensu bean man now.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
the
You're the
Yajirobe of this film.
sensu bean. Oh shit, I didn't even think. I didn't even
You're the
realize
sensu
that,
bean
dude.
carrier. That is what you did in this film, Piccolo. You should be ashamed
Dude,
of yourself
dude.
for allowing yourself to be this character, dude. You're the sensu bean guy now.
Yup. And
Come on, man. They keep playing my guy. This is the thing. Is like we've seen what he is, and they always just mess this man up. He literally is in the film for like what 5 minutes, and
if
like
that,
as
dude,
soon
he gets
if that he
obliterated.
gets annihilated, dude, annihilated.
Dude,
Like
dude,
God, pick pillow.
see, here's the thing, Piccolo. He's got a now. All right. I know he's a warrior at heart, but he needs to take a step back and rethink his role. He could still be an asset. He needs to rethink his role. He's got to go down the Paragus Yajirobe route. All right, right? Like
Yeah,
they sneak around, they strategize, they make moves in the shadows, but not like, I'm sorry, bro, like you're not on the starting five anymore, bro. All
you're
right?
not, dude.
You're
You're
not.
not.
All right. You come
He's not.
in, you don't make that
You save
entrance.
Gohan. You save
Right.
Gohan.
That's
That's
it.
it. That's it. That's your opening entrance. Yeah.
But don't make that entrance. That entrance is reserved for a starter now. It's reserved for a stud. All right, bro.
Yeah.
You got to find a way to be an asset in a different way. But aside from that, it felt like they just forced him in here to save Gohan, like, cause
And give sensu beans.
and give sensu beans. Cause I was like, dude, I don't even remember seeing Piccolo at all, like
I,
in the movie, And then just randomly he shows up, and they're like, he's like, yeah, with these ears, I could hear everything in the galaxy, no, in the
yeah,
universe.
yeah, yeah. They
And
try
I'm
to
like,
circle back with the ears. Here we
yeah,
go with the ears again. Here we go with
with
the
the
ears
ears.
again.
Like, dude, you can hear everything in the universe. Then, bro, maybe you could warn us ahead of time when some of these
Some
evil
of these fucking
motherfuckers.
guys are gonna
Yeah,
come and destroy
right, dude.
Earth.
Right. But yeah, man. And then he gets annihilated, and he's like, Goku, I'll give you my power. I'm like, bro, I'm sure Goku, when he was talking to the boys, he probably wasn't thinking about you, dog. But I mean, I give him credit. He still gave it.
Everybody give me power
Right,
except
except
Piccolo.
Piccolo. Hey, Piccolo, my bad. I didn't even realize like you gave me anything, and Piccolo's pretty much dead because he's given him so much.
You see, and the thing that really drives me insane about Piccolo is the fact that, like, again, I'm a repeat it again. The man he's a strong character. He's a strong character.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't use his qualities. Like, they just don't use his qualities. Look, I can forgive them for continuously, and I have a feeling in the next film, in the film after that, we'll see Piccolo again saving Gohan.
Right.
I'll accept that fact. I think the thing that is just driving me nuts is like you're not even using his assets. Like, why are you acting like this man is gonna do anything to Broly?
Right.
Like, why are we acting like this? Why does he like take off his shit and is like, okay, now it's game time?
Right.
No, Piccolo.
Nah, dude.
What
You can
I
get
would have
one shot.
appreciated him. I would have appreciated Piccolo in this film if he would have like saved Gohan, started to like maybe hide around and like
Plan the escape. Yeah.
sneak around and try to give all of them sensu beans, like, just
Mm-hmm.
by kind of like in like
In the shadows,
incognito
right?
type
Like,
of,
yeah,
yeah,
incognito.
in the shadows. And while he's doing that, he's just like peeping Broly, and he's
Right.
discovering like maybe a weakness or like a strategy.
For
And then he
sure.
tells that to Gohan and the Trunks, to the folks that actually are on the team. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
The starters,
he is
bro.
the strategies. Yeah, dog. Like, you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of like that assistant coach, like in basketball, that like is drawing up the plays,
Right.
and he gives that to the head coach, and it's like, okay, coach, this is what I see in the another team's defense. Let's do this play. The assistant coach doesn't like, all right, I see the play. Let me go in the game. And let
Right.
me take
Right.
out
And
Steph Curry.
execute.
No, no. No, dude. No, no, no.
Exactly,
Stop.
dude. And that's
You're
what
the
I'm
assistant coach now.
exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you've been relegated. Like, unfortunately, he's one of those he's been relegated to the guy who can't accept that his time has passed, at least for now. And so he still thinks like when Goku says we got to go fight, he still thinks he's included in that. Right? But Goku's really like, hey, hold up. When he looks back and he sees Piccolo's following them, he's like, hey, Piccolo, what's up, dude? You need some, right? He's like, it's like Piccolo needs to know his role. And like you said, he needs to adapt. Like, because now he literally is the guy who comes in and gets one shot. Like,
Yeah, dude. For the last couple, how many times have we seen him get one shot in the last couple of films, dude? He just become the one shot guy.
Yeah, dude. He's the that's terrible. Like, we just what 3 movies ago we saw him at his peak when he's in Cooler, like fighting Cooler,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that's him at his peak, right? Like everything was cool, like his power levels there. He's got that badass like vibe to him, and
yeah.
he doesn't want your praise. He just wants to do his business. He wants to help. He's a caring person, but he's it's very simple for him. He comes in, does a job, and he's gone. Well, in this one, like at this point now, like he's just the man. The man thinks he thinks we're still in the Raditz saga, right? Like where he was the star,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he hasn't realized that time has passed him by. But
Yeah.
that's Piccolo,
He's
dude.
in denial. He
He
hasn't.
is.
No one has sat him down, and I think the biggest problem. I think the biggest problem that Piccolo has faced is the fact that he doesn't have an elder to just
To
tell him,
talk to
like,
him, right? Like,
yeah, to
bro,
just tell him, like, dog, it's time to hang it up,
yeah,
dog.
bro. You
It's time
don't
to
gotta
hang
wear
it
the
up.
cape now, Doug. All right.
Yeah,
The cape, you were
you have
hiding
to.
behind the cape. It wasn't intimidating. Like, I
We
don't think
know it's
Broly was
you.
like, right? Yeah, we know it's you, Doug. Like, we know it's you,
I
dude.
can only imagine what that conversation would sound. It's
Yeah,
like
dude.
just breaking him down, just
Yeah.
like
Hey,
Piccolo,
bro,
dog.
that thing you did with the cape back there, like, I know you thought it looked intimidating, but we kind of knew it was you. And like I said, and like
Broly knew it was you, dog.
yeah, bro.
Broly knew it
Like,
was you.
yeah, dude. Like, literally, no one else walks around with that outfit. Um, like, you don't gotta stand on, and he's standing on the tip of a building, like, just. I thought he, like, dude,
Sideways.
yeah, like some bad motherfucker, dude. I'm like, nah, dude.
Yeah.
What you should be doing is hiding behind some rubble and seeing how you could get to Goku and Trunks and Vegeta. Um, but yeah, that's Piccolo, man. How'd you feel about the other
Look, man,
characters though?
we got a Piccolo segment every podcast.
Every
So I
part.
think that's gonna be just a Piccolo
Hey,
segment.
but
Uh,
Piccolo's the dude though. It's just
that's my
unfortunate that
guy. I
yeah,
love Piccolo. That's why I get on him because
right.
I love him. That's why. That's one of my favorite characters. How I felt about the other folks. Krillin's comedy kind of fell flat for me, but who I actually thought was pretty funny in this film was Master Roshi. So I liked him when he called him broccoli. I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
funny when he said that. I thought Gohan was liability, the usual Gohan self liability in there. Thought he
This
didn't
is
really add anything to the
he
film.
he he was just filling a warm body. That was all he was, like filling up a
Yeah,
roster
he
spot.
was just a liability in there. He has no business fighting Broly, in my opinion. No opinion. No, literally everybody that went as a backup has no business fighting Broly,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my
for
opinion.
sure. Like as
Nobody.
far as power level. But the
Yeah, I
the
mean,
way they tried to like justify it is obviously at the end Goku uses all their power.
yeah,
Um
it's like they could have done that shit from far away.
from yeah, right.
Yeah.
From fucking planet
Goku
Earth.
Goku's that powerful that he gets power from like galaxies far away. So
Yeah, exactly.
they don't have to be here. That's just the reality of it.
I
But
mean, yeah, go ahead.
they yeah, they kind of use
Oolong
them
was
to
there.
get that intel.
Oolong was there.
Oolong was there, but he didn't really play a role.
He
I don't
didn't,
remember. I
dude.
don't
This
remember.
was a disgraceful
Probably the worst
Oolong
performance
performance. Yeah, dude. This this
yet. Yeah.
this I don't know how they could do that to my boy. I know like you got too many jokesters on the squad right there. You got Krillin, you got
Yeah.
Roshi, you
Hmm.
got Oolong, and it's just not like there's too many cooks in the kitchen, or yeah, whatever, cooks in the kitchen. And so no one, I mean, actually, you're right. Roshi, I actually like when Roshi like powered up, and I was like, oh, this is like old school Roshi right here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, he's about to show us something. But in terms of comedy, I wasn't like feeling anyone, to be honest with you. Uh,
Yeah, I thought the comedy in this one was kind of bad because
yeah,
even in the opening scenes, but surprisingly, that was actually the most enjoyable that I've seen Goku in a film in regards to comedy or in regards to his like opening, like, introduction to a
anything
film.
outside of fighting.
Yeah, anything outside of fighting, I thought to me this was the most like charming that he's been
Right. And
because
actually, I was gonna
I like the dynamic between him and Chi Chi in the
right.
beginning of the film. Hmm.
And actually, I was gonna touch a little bit on that. I made a note of it. It was the I like how at the beginning they're getting smashed and they're doing karaoke because that's very Asian. It's very Japanese, really, but
Hmm.
it's super like it's a
Yeah,
little part of the
it's a
culture.
thing that. Hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And I kind of liked it. It was like a little slice of life, they're together or whatever. I kind of
Yeah, there's a
liked it.
couple little Easter eggs in here. Even him
Right.
calling him broccoli is like a little Easter egg
Right.
type of
Yeah.
hit.
And also though,
Hmm.
what I did kind of like was, well, actually, so when Paragus shows up and he talks to Vegeta, like at this, where everyone's having a good time, and he's like, he tells them we have a planet for you and all of that. At first, I'm like, damn, Vegeta looks hesitant, dude. Like he
Hmm.
looks like, damn, I've grown to love this family. And literally, as soon as I'm thinking that he's gone on the ship, that man is taken off. He's like, finally, my dream is realized. The man is gone, bro. Um, but what I like is the what I ended up like kind of liking. It made sense because he's he's so easily fooled because his ambition to be that king is so huge that just something that he can be so gullible for something like this, like he'll fall for anything
Hmm.
in the pursuit of being king. um
Of just power. Of just
right,
power.
yeah.
Like he's just seeking power, and that's what makes him interesting in my opinion, because he wants power because maybe he feels powerless in his life. I mean,
Mhm.
that's just the way I kind of see it. Like he doesn't really talk to his child, and
Nah,
I don't know what his relationship with Bulma is. I don't even remember how they got together, to be honest with you.
they never
And
explain it, dude.
they never explain it. They're just
I
together.
think I
So
think Yamcha is just so terrible. Oh, actually, hold up. Nah, they do, bro.
they
Okay,
do.
so
Oh, okay.
Yamcha, okay, we started to see Yamcha was the Piccolo before Piccolo. Now, actually, really, Yamcha was never Piccolo. He was just from day one. You could see, okay, Yamcha's gonna get left in the dust. Like everyone's gonna surpass this man in power.
Mhm.
And um, obviously, Bulma, she was, they were vibing, but then she starts to see all these other guys. They're ascending. And then, yeah, the way they get together is actually Vegeta's training at Capsule Corp. That's when they like start to get close. They never go in super depth, but that's how they get close. Like,
Oh,
because
okay.
she's like providing the training capsule and like equipment for Vegeta, and Vegeta is doing everything to
Yeah.
become a Saiyan, Super Saiyan.
Because it makes me think of like, well, if that's the case, I mean, where in Vegeta's life does he actually have power? And I don't think that he does, other than just physical power.
Mm,
And so to me, it makes sense why he's seeking power. Like he's seeking that in his life, because he's not a king anymore.
mm.
Who the hell is he just on Earth? Like he doesn't work. He doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not a, he's not, he's not trying to assimilate like
Right.
Gohan. He's not trying to,
He
Goku
probably
bless
ain't
his heart.
bringing bread to the
He's not
table.
bringing bread to the table. Bulma is the one working in the scientist, like
She's
a
the
super
genius,
smart
yeah.
scientist. So what's really Vegeta doing on Earth is just training. And so to me, I mean, that's probably his way of trying to get power. And at least
Yeah.
Goku, you see it, and you see him at least struggle with his wife to try to somewhat assimilate or try to act normal.
Right.
Um, because I never see Vegeta ever interact with the outside world ever.
Nah,
So,
he doesn't give a
so
fuck about that, dude.
yeah, he's just like doesn't even try, right? So it's like Goku on the other hand is trying, and I think that I liked Goku in this film. I actually this is probably the most enjoyable I've seen Goku in all the films
Yeah.
because we haven't really talked about him, but to me, I liked it. I enjoyed the opening scenes with him and Bulma. I thought they were charming. I thought he it was really funny to see him like really like, oh, these are my hobbies, and knowing that that's not true, and trying to
Hmm.
put on a show, and
And trying to
he's
be a
out there in a
regular
suit,
human, right? In a
trying to be a
suit.
regular human, and then he just disappears, and he just is like, I'm sorry, and he just
Right.
leaves. So I thought that was pretty funny that he doesn't know how to do that, and that's him, and that's.
Hmm.
I wish they would put him in more situations like that where he's
Hmm.
trying to do that. And I know Super tried to do that in the beginning where he's like a farmer. He's like working as a
Right.
farmer or something like
Right.
that.
Right.
But you see, at least he's trying to get a job. Vegeta, on the other hand, is not even attempting to.
He wants
He's
nothing
just
to do with
the way I envision
human
Vegeta's
society.
day. Like the way I envision Vegeta's day is just like he wakes up and all right, all right, Bulma. Doesn't even call her honey. Doesn't even call her
Yeah.
babe. All right,
Bulma.
Bulma.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to the. I'm gonna go to the chamber
Yeah. And
all day,
train. Yeah. All day.
all day, just in the chamber, just fucking, just trying to figure out his agility to like, how can I beat Goku or Kakarot?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. They're not. They're not. They ain't doing it, bro. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
there's no extracurricular
Yeah.
activities.
Yeah. Yeah. There's
Trunks
no
is it,
passionate activities. That was a.
Yeah.
Who knows? It happens to every guy, and it probably happened to Vegeta one night, and he decided to go for it, and that's how Trunks came about. But yeah, it doesn't look like Trunks. I mean, it doesn't look like Vegeta's really interacting with the family that he's built or that he's
Yeah,
formed. Uh,
yeah,
but hey, shit, dude, I was supposed to do the reviews for this mother effer, huh?
correct.
All right. Well, hold up. I need to Google them really quick.
Okay.
I'll edit this part out. Now this shit's
Okay.
clean. This is a smooth transition right here.
I love it.
Hold up. Fucking IBMD.
Well, I got some pulled up already. If you
You
want me
got
to
some?
just read these, yeah.
All right, read them for me.
Okay.
Okay, hold up.
Oh, you
Yep.
got it. All right, you got
I
it.
was about to say, let's do it, dude. We're about to get into these reviews. Let's hear what the people got to say. Did the fans enjoy it? You want me to go with some of these right here? Oh
Sure.
my god, dude. These are
Go ahead.
literally paragraphs, but I'm gonna go for it. Um,
Okay.
I can honestly give my opinion that Broly movie is going to make a history for Dragon Ball Super. Okay, this is probably not a oh, not a an English speaker. I'll do my best. I can assure you that they might continue the series in the same art style. Hey, my man, oh nah, my man is talking about Broly. He went on the wrong movie and put a review on the wrong movie.
Ah, Lord.
All right. Scratch that. This is another
The
one.
one after that was
What
it.
the one after this? Yep. So this is Lucas 42, the legendary Super Saiyan. What a great movie. Okay, Lucas says this film marks the longest of all Dragon Ball Z movies, over an hour long in length, which is very true. And
It
it can
is.
add.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, I didn't realize that until I was watching this. I'm like, oh, this shit's long.
It's normally they're 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
uh, it could pass as an actual full feature film. It also has one of the most complex storylines of all the rest of the movies. Mm, it's up there. I won't say much about it as its storyline is its strongest point, with fighting coming in a close second. Broly, who is apparently the real legendary Super Saiyan, is intent on destroying the galaxy, and it's up to the Z team to stop him. Well, it's more fun to watch what happens than for me to tell it. Let's just say that Broly goes through some wicked transformations and does some brutal damage to the Z team. He's unstoppable. through much of the film, and when he when he does say something, usually it's a pretty wicked or scary, like monster. No, I'm the devil. You'll enjoy this movie so very much, you'll make your head spin. It's a great collage of great storytelling and fighting. But once you've seen it a few times, it begins to lose its impact. So make sure that the first viewing is a good one. That was a little long-winded, but a lot of these are long-winded, dude. I mean, people had a lot
Oh
to
yeah.
say about this movie, but you know what? It's funny because um, that's kind of what we were saying. Like for the most part, the storyline is good, but it's that character Broly, dude. Like he's got 3 lines at the most, I think, and that's kind of it.
Hmm.
Let me give you
Yeah.
another one here. Give you another one, dude. I'm gonna have to go down because these things. Oh, okay. This one kept it simple. It's fun. This is Hassan Chris. It's fun. It's your average Dragon Ball movie, but improved by a mile. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, these are nuts. Okay, I'm gonna read one more, and that's it. And there's no real critical ones. Um, and
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
just all it's all like 10 out of 10s and 5s out of
yeah,
5s.
9 out of 10s. Yeah, people felt, and they felt like they had to write a whole Bible. But hold up, oh nah, dude, this one's critical, but it's literally like, nah, this is an essay, dude. This is one of the essays that you're supposed to be getting in from one of your students. All right, I'm gonna go for it. For a guy who doesn't like Dragon Ball and sees it as a joke, thanks to the 2009 live action film, I freaking enjoyed myself with this picture. Wow, this dude gave it a 6 out of 10, and he started off with that. Okay, it was tons of fun in this Dragon Ball film. It introduces a supervillain Broly into the franchise. When a spaceship touches down during the pit, he basically explains it. Um, the film is short, of course. I think this needed to be longer. Uh,
What?
yeah.
Okay.
Um, I did not. This man says I did not like the opening with Goku going for a job interview with Chi Chi. Is he
Misread
going for
that,
a
Chief.
job
Yeah,
interview though?
no, he's not. It's Gohan. Gohan's trying to go to his
Yeah,
private school.
exactly. But later it got my curiosity. My man wasn't paying attention. But later it got my curiosity. Quick. Okay, he had a typo. But later it got my curiosity. Dragon Ball Z, uh, Broly. The Super Saiyan is a fun time with an interesting story. All the characters you know and love, and great action sequences. I give it a 3 out of 5, and he gave it a 6 out of 10 on the actual rating. Yeah,
Mm.
but for the most part, man, people had a lot to say, dude. And
Yeah, they loved it. I did find one that is one star. If you
okay,
want me to get that.
yeah, go ahead.
So this one says a waste of money. One of the worst DBZ films. You must be wondering how come my rating differs from the majority. I guess it's my opinion. I'm a tough movie rater,
This dude.
but I give quite an accurate rating. So that I'd say only rent this movie if you got cash to waste or you're curious just to watch it
Jesus,
fill up your
dude.
movie knowledge. If anyone ever asks you about the movie, why don't I like this movie? Somehow this movie reminds me of Power Rangers. The majority of this film is finding Broly, even though you know who he is. And how come things are the way they are? I can't possibly believe how some people give this a 4 out of 5. I'm actually baffled and astonished. Okay, the fighting goes like this. They lose badly, no matter what anyone helps, not even a scratch on Broly. Then, at the very ending, they all gather their leftover energy, and then boom, Broly's dead. I mean, there was no real fight at all. All they did was fight and didn't even hurt him. And suddenly they gathered enough energy um, to just give him a punch. This was a pathetic movie. I have no clue why anyone in their right mind would give this a 4 out of 5. It's a little interesting, really curious. In the end, I wanted my money back. If you're a true DBZ fan, you'll know what I mean. I don't know. Everyone maybe this is the most awesome movie ever, but I don't think so.
All right. Well, that's very critical. I will say his criticism is is fair when he talks about Broly. It actually would have been cool if they kept Broly under wraps and you never really knew whether Broly was actually with Paragus or Broly was like actually out and about destroying planets and they were trying to find him. That would have gave it a little
Mm-hmm.
interesting twist. But
Right.
I mean, this reviewer, this critic, I gotta say, you missed Paragus, dude. Paragus puts this thing together. Um, and there are
Yeah.
also other tidbits there. Vegeta's got nice little character. Maybe he's a Vegeta fan. He wasn't feeling what he saw, but
Yeah, there's
hey.
another one here that was a 1 out of star, and it was like, if you're a Goku fan, I understand why you like this film. If you're a Vegeta fan like me, you don't.
Oh, okay. See, that's exactly what I exactly, dude. I knew it. I knew 90% of Vegeta fans they weren't gonna like this because of how they did his character.
Yep,
That
that's
said,
what they say.
his character I feel is actually interesting. It's more layered here than even Goku. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but let's do it. Let's get to the ratings, bro. Um, so it's interesting when you said hollow to summarize this in one word. I thought that meant that this whole movie was hollow, right? And so I'm like, okay, this fool's gonna, he's not, it didn't pass the vibe check. He's not
Mm-hmm.
feeling it, right? But
Mm-hmm.
talking to you, hearing you give some, your thoughts on it, I feel like it might actually score higher than what I originally thought you would give it. Uh, so out of 7 Dragon Balls, what are you gonna give it?
Yeah, I like this film. I liked it. I would say I think the only thing that's missing here for me is a solid Broly depiction. So I and just better shit for Piccolo and Gohan to do. That would have saved the film for me to give it a 7. So I think I'm at a 6.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I'm at a
nah,
6. I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen this movie, watch it. And to me, it's some of the best writing that I've seen them do. I mean, at least in the movies.
yeah. I
Like to
mean,
me, this is some of the best backstories and really sympathetic characters, and there's layers to certain characters, and
mhm,
the fighting I thought was really nice. The animation was really nice. The music was really nice. I felt like after I finished watching this film, I felt like I understand why people like Broly. I understand it
mhm,
because this movie had the potential to be the best fucking movie they've ever made if they would have just given him a little bit more.
right.
But to me, I'm like, yeah, this makes sense why they're so critical about Broly. Because
Mhm,
this first film, you could just feel it in the way that they introduced him and the way they were like building the anticipation that they were about to introduce somebody big. That I think that they were about to introduce somebody really big to the universe. And I think that that's why the Broly, the one that came out a couple years ago, that's why it got the reception it did, is because we want to see Broly canon and being in the series because of the I thought it was a tremendous job that they did here with the story that they gave
mhm,
him. It was a little thin in regards to why he hates Goku, but
right.
his dad and him, like, to me, I thought they made a great pair. I wish he had a little bit more charisma, but I felt the importance of it, and they
Yep.
treated it important. Um, and that's why I kind of liked it. I felt I could feel that they put extra emphasis
Oh,
or
for
extra
sure.
thought into making this film, and I thought it came out really nice. So if you
I
haven't seen
agree.
it, I would suggest go watching it.
Right. I agree. And I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm gonna have to go with the 6 out of 7 as well because, and I feel like the foundation to this is Paragus and his kind of the different faces of him that we see throughout the movie. That's what I enjoy the most. And even when he's uh uh getting like he's being told by King Vegeta that his son's going to be executed and they want to get rid of them. I mean, you're kind of like, damn, dude, like you can empathize or sympathize with him, with Paragus.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, dang, like, okay, is Paragus really the bad dude? I mean, look at where he's coming from, right? Um, like, so he's got like that complexity to him where normally bad guys, they're just bad guys, they want to kill, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
But him, he's got like that, damn, I mean, you did get they did do you dirty. I can understand why you have this animosity towards them. And so it's like we like the Saiyans, but we like Goku and Vegeta. The reality, Saiyans are ruthless mother effers, and they were about to destroy these two, Paragus and Broly. So I can't be mad at Broly. So I like it when they have that it's not just black and white. It's got that grayish uh, area to it. So I liked it. I thought, yeah, 6 out of 7. Obviously, the biggest downfall is Broly. Not. It's funny. Like he has some redeemable pieces. He looks cool. He's strong as
Mm-hmm.
shit. Like he lives up to the hype in that regard. Like this is, yes, he's a
Yeah.
Super Saiyan, but he looks different. Like he just, there's something about him that doesn't make him look like Goku, Vegeta, etc. But then yeah, just like if Paragus wasn't in this movie flops, I think, or it just doesn't, for me, it doesn't do as well. It doesn't resonate. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is
Yeah,
cool
because I mean, they
because,
go out of their way to create a new character. Like they created a new character. Like if you look at they don't have the best track records of introducing new track. I mean, you look at Bardock, he looks like Goku. King
yeah,
Vegeta looks just like Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
so they don't really
Yeah,
steer
literally,
away too
literally.
too much too much from what they've shown us. So to get Broly, he's a new character. He looks
Hmm.
different, and that's why I gotta give him props for that because yeah, they made him look cool. He
Yeah.
looked like a cool.
And
Even Paragus looks different too.
yeah, and Paragus, Broly doesn't look like a mini Paragus. He looks like,
Mm-hmm.
apparently all Saiyan sons look like their dads, but not
Yeah,
not
except for
Broly.
Broly.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what's going to be interesting though is when we watch the Return of Broly, the sequel to this, like,
Mm-hmm.
because Paragus isn't in that movie, we're gonna see like if what we're
Oh
saying,
snap! Okay, here
if
we
what we're
go.
saying holds up. You know what I'm saying? Like, can he carry a movie, right? And we'll see. I'm interested in seeing
We're
that.
about to find out. Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah.
be interesting. I didn't know he was not in that film. Okay, we're
Yeah.
about to find out.
Well, I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up then.
Yep.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to us. We really appreciate it. Um, you can listen to us on all the platforms, podcast platforms, Apple Podcast, Spotify, you name it, we're there. We're on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to drop a like and subscribe and let us know, let us know, did you like this movie? Did you hate it? Did you feel kind of meh about it? What did you think about it? Right. Uh, and yeah, I want to know if our fans are vibing with Broly as a character. Me personally, I don't know. I'm not the biggest Broly fan, but I know he resonates with most of the fan base. So yeah, we'll leave our Twitter handles and all our social media down in the description. And yeah, you guys know where you could catch us. So, Chewina, any last thoughts?
Yeah. Shout out to our folks listening to us in Botswana. That's like in a part of Africa. Botswana. Shout out to you. I don't know who you guys are, but thank you for listening to us.
Appreciate that.
We appreciate it. Got an email saying that we're number 2 in anime podcast type of stuff in that region of the world. So that is pretty
What?
cool.
That's
Yeah, so
interesting.
that's pretty cool. Thank you, Botswana listeners. We appreciate you very much.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Botswana. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate all you guys listening. Um, we hope to bring you more content. And yeah, we'll go ahead and sign off. But until next time, stay safe.